And I think we are live here for our GP3 race here in China. We are in season 6 of SpeedForce Racing GP3. And tonight we are in China, like I just said. Hello tonight for comments. I am with the GP4 admin. I am with Daniel. Daniel, how are you today, mate?
Senna, my man, thank you so much for that intro. I'm very happy, mate. I'm very excited to be on commentary with the legend that is Senna. You've got yourself quite a name on Comsbox, mate. So I'm super excited to do it with you, mate.
Thank you very much, but we're first going to start off with the Drivers' Championship. We have...
Oh,
Oh, what a surprise! We have Jimbo
yeah.
Manzi leading the championship with 2 times second. Can he get his first win tonight? That is the main question. Then we have Suryatt in P2, he won in Australia. Then we have Mari Manzo in P3, he won the last race in Bahrain. We have DJ Clarkson in P4, Chris Ken in P5, Ekelund in P6, Nutluk Beck in P7, Erich in P8, DCG in P9, Kuriku in P10, the run-up in P11, Hunter in P12, GA in P13, Gamey in P14, JD Savo in P15, Frederick in P16, Badger in P17, Dr. Special Energy in P18, Horror Punch in P19, and we have Felix in P20. That is
Now,
what is about in the Drivers' Championship. Would you fancy doing the Constructors' Championship, or do you want to let me do it?
well, to be honest with you, I just wanted to really quickly discuss what you just went through, mate, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay for me. Sure.
I mean, running down that order, I think there's some spectacular drivers of SFR. There really is, and I think it's worthwhile saying there's a lot of ex GP4 drivers in there. There's a good, I think DCG was GP4. He was the champion last season. I believe GA was as well. GD Savo, Badger, and the likes of those that I just mentioned. Although they're not showing the results that we would normally see from GP4 standings, I think these guys, if they're not showing the results now, don't count these guys out. I mean, DCG getting 12 points on his first outing. All right, not the best outing now, but China. I think China really it succumbs to DCG's type of race. I think this might be DCG's time to shine. Don't forget Chris Can, who wasn't GP4, but in the test races was super good. I think GP3 is such a mixed bag of cats, mate. It's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited about this. What about you, mate?
It is gonna be a very interesting race, with a race that anything can happen. But I'm now going on to the Constructors' Championship. We have Toro Rosso leading it, Jimbo Manzi and Hunter. We have Renault just behind him in P2 with Mari Manzer and Söder. We have Racing Point in P3, Alfa Romeo in P4, Red Bull in P5, Williams in P6, McLaren in P7, Ferrari in P8, Mercedes in P9 and Haas in P10. About that, I really think Haas and Mercedes has the power to come back stronger and go up their ranking. Like we have
Definitely.
Felix and we have Badger. They can do more than they did in the first 2 races.
Unless Hunter has a blistering result tonight. If Hunter has a blistering result tonight, then that's Toro Rosso back up again, I think. But this is what we need to see. You know, this is what we want to see. We don't know exactly what the weather's doing today, mate. But
no, we don't.
Hopefully our weather gurus will let us know.
If someone of the GP3 is watching the stream, you shouldn't be. But if you want to say that you are watching and you want to let us know the weather, it should be an amazing thing. But yeah, China, just like yesterday, is gonna be a mess. So at some point, I really expect 1 or 2 safety cars.
Oh, at least. Yeah, we saw it in GP4. Oh, we've got 2 guys coming out. I believe it was the Haas. One of the Haas's was out first. Let me try and find that for you.
Think it's Dr. Special. No, it's Felix.
There we go.
There's I think there's a Alfa Romeo in first. And that is the one of Horror Punch of Adam. And we have 2 times dry. Thanks Jordan for saying it. And now shut off the stream, please. Thank you. So we will have 2 dry sessions. Did you hope for some rain in the race? To watch?
If you've never seen me commentate before, I'm a massive lover of wet races as a commentator. So yes, I do.
And look to how many people already left the pits. It's amazing. Look how many people are in Sector 1 at the moment. Only 4 people still in the pits.
Also looking down, Senna, you've got a lot of people coming out on the hards. They're probably just getting a feel for the circuit. The majority after that are on softs, with only one person, Gamey Tings, coming out on mediums.
Yeah.
Now, we know from last night's race that the medium to hard is the favoured strategy. I can't see why the guys are coming out on softs again. It was Babu J just got really... he's out, mate. We caught it. I caught it on my screen, but yeah, he came out. He came out of turn 4, just after the first section of corners, and got super happy on the rear axle, and he's out, mate. He's out. So, yeah. So he'll be starting the race on fresh tyres at the back.
That's no good for Baboon J, but we have now Felix, the first one to reset it. Oh yeah, of course, Adam had a penalty. Had a quali ban, so he wasn't able to do one. I forgot that. We have Felix in Sector 1 with an amazing perspective that we gave. What time can he set? He is on the hard tires. We have only Jade Savo and Suriyet and Serdar on the soft, so 3 people on the softs at the moment. It could be that they're just testing them. Because I don't think the first run on the softs, that's maybe a crazy strategy. I did it last night, but I was sure for which strategy I want to go. I really think the softs are a decent thing to start at. Mostly if there is a safety car very soon.
I mean, Senna, I'm just on board with Gamey Tings on mediums. It's probably his only medium tyre, but he's coming onto the back of a Ferrari driver. Now, he's on hards. Now, let's hope that Gamey Tings doesn't get interrupted by the Ferrari.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. It
could possibly happen. It's Karuku and the Ferrari.
I think they're both on a time lap.
Hopefully, Karuku... well, Gamey Tings is his only medium tyre, I believe.
Oh no.
Even if you select the hard tyre selection,
yeah, you only have one.
I only think you get you only have one medium tyre, so hopefully Karuku might help him out here with a bit of a tow down the straight here, but if he's too close by the last 2 corners, this might trip him up, but we'll soon see, mate. We'll soon see.
We have Jay Savo putting the provisional pole lap in. He already did his lap on the soft, so 132.7. I don't think that's a really fast lap. Jimbo Manzi 133.2 on the hards. Wow, the Ferrari of Kiriko went very wide there.
Gamey Tings 133.675 on the mediums, mate.
That's a good lap, but what an amazing lap of Jimbo. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
33.2
on the hards as well, mate.
On the hards. That's crazy. That really is a crazy time. Just as Lee, also a very good time. Of course, Lee reserving tonight. Very happy to have him back on track. DCG on the moment is on the time lap. He is. We have DCG, last year's GP4 champion, on the hard tires, out in Sector 2 at the moment. Behind him is his teammate, Jade Savo. He just did a lap. I don't think DCG is really pushing it, so he isn't on a time lap too. I think he's just warming up his tires because their hards need some loading up.
I'm going through the hard tyre setters now, Senna, and they're all plus something. I think they were just using these tyres as backfalls, basically. You know.
I think they are. I'm sure some people will still come out on the mediums or the softs, maybe.
Yeah, I think really Gamey Tings is maybe. Go on, mate.
No, you can say, mate. No problem.
I was going to say, I think Gamey Tings has gone too early on those mediums. Unless he's going to go on softs. Unless he plans to go on softs. I think Gamey Tings has gone out too early, because you got to let the track rubber in. You know, you got to let that track rubber in, and then by the end of the session, if he wants to start on mediums, if he waits another 6 minutes, he could knock maybe 4/10 off that time. So if Gaming Things is planning to start on mediums, he's gone too early. That's what I'm saying.
I think you've got it right there. It's a possibility that he goes on the softs. We have now Ekelund in the last corner on the hard tires. What time can he set? The racing point. Seems like a very good time. It is P4, 1:33.4, putting him as second best of the hard runners. Very good lap.
Wow. Yeah.
Dr. Special Energy goes P11 with a 1:34.2 on the hards.
Just letting you know, Senna, SFR Lee is coming through Sector 2 now. He's up on his hard time. So he's obviously used that second lap and the heat of the tyres to get the better grip. He is up, or was up, in Sector 2. So he might be using a second hot lap. Let me just
very possible.
Yeah, I mean, he's got enough battery to get to the end of the straight, so this could be improvement on his lap already. So he could maybe get a... I'm going to go with a 33.5.
It should be an amazing time for Lee, I think.
I would say 33.5.
Seems like we're also getting a battle this season between Toro Rosso and Renault. What time will it be for Lee? It will be a 1:33.3, putting himself up into P4. Only 1/10 slower than Jimbo.
Yeah, it was 1.2 tenths slower than what I thought, but yeah, that's a brilliant lap from Lee there.
Amazing lap from Lee, indeed.
Yeah, Eklund's gone. He's going to come in.
We have Hunter and GA still need to set a lap.
Gaming Things has come out on some soft tyres, mate.
So that is
he's going to try and set a fast lap, mate. So let's
think Hunter
he's only just going an out lap. So. Hunter as well, okay.
I think he is on the hard tires. He didn't set a lap yet. He went out on hard tires, did 2 laps on them, didn't put a time in. Now he's out on fresh hards. But oh, he has an amazing helmet.
Yeah, he does actually.
I really like his helmet. That's an unbelievable design. Very nice. 53 seconds in Sector 2.
So I mean, JD Savo's committed to those softs. Jimbo Mansi, do you think Jimbo's going to come out on the mediums, or do you think he's going to go hard to softs for this race?
If he has this pace, I should just qualify on the hards. He has the pace of some guys on the softs, so just start on the hard, then go on the mediums or the softs even, and finish very strong.
Now, by starting on the hards, it opens you up to the option of finishing on the faster compound tyre. Whether that be the mediums or hards, I think Jimbo should just stay where he is. I really do. I should just think he should stay where he is.
Hunter puts himself into P6 with a 1:33.6 on the mediums. On the hards,
just going back to Jimbo, Senna. Sorry to cut you off, buddy, but Jimbo's going faster on these hards now. He was up a 10.5 then. He's coming through Sector 2.
He's struggling a little bit.
We're about to come across the line for Sector 2 in the next 20 seconds, so we'll soon see if he's up or not.
Yeah, seems like he's struggling a little bit. Nah, he's down now.
Oh, he's down now, so
Not
it's changed.
Much.
So 65,000, mate.
Still possible if he puts on a really, really good last sector. We have a lead.
Now I've just noticed, Senna. I've just noticed he's running hot lap. Now coming down the back straight where he is now, it should be an overtake, the most aggressive ERS mode. So he's in the wrong mode. He's in the wrong mode.
Maybe he's just going in.
Yeah.
I think he's going in.
I think he's going in, mate. Because, the overtake mode.
Indeed.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh,
the overtake mode.
This is good. JD Savo 6/10 up on his time. This could be possibly a very good time on the softs.
I think mediums could beat that, you know, mate.
It is possible.
The right driver.
Gaming Things going 1:32.0 on the softs.
5 thousandths off the 1:31 mark, or 6 thousandths off the 1:31 mark. Brilliant time there.
But I really think we gotta see some soft drivers going into the 1:31s. Maybe JD Savo is the first one of them, the McLaren.
Yeah.
Is he gonna get it? Not. 132.1. Staying in
Ooh,
P2.
missed it, mate. Yeah, Senna, just quickly going to the comments on the stream. James Hook saying, mad to think the lads setting times on hard tyres are better than quality on mediums from last night. Yeah, that just shows you the SFR spread on the tiers. You know, GP4, 3, 2 and Prem. There's a massive divide between each one. There's some brilliant GP4 drivers. And of course, you've seen some of those from last season in this tier now. So it just shows you the progression and the skill set throughout SFI. It's so lovely to see. It really is.
We had Sergio going into P3 with a medium tires, a 132.8. Very good lap of him. Who else have we got on a
down
time
on
lap?
that fastest soft tyre.
We have DJ Clarkson on a time lap. He is almost 1 second up on his time on the mediums. His first time was at 134.4. Room for improvement on that, and he is doing that. 1 second up. Can he remain that advantage in the last sector?
Did the run-up's down, mate? The run-up's down as well. I was watching the run-up. He's down nearly a tenth on the medium tyre. Oh, he's gone wide.
Corner. What can he do? He's putting himself into P4. A 131.
Wow.
133.1 on the mediums. Very good lap of him. We have Felix on 3-lap old hards improving down sector 1. Only 5 minutes remaining. Not long anymore.
Yeah, the run-up's gone, mate.
Felix
He's almost
in,
I think.
Lost it there. He lost a bit of his advantage there too. He was on for a very good lap.
I think we're going to see a lot of these hard runners come in for mediums. I really do, mate.
Yeah, we already see a lot of people that changed. Everyone set a lap at the moment. Does Felix gonna end this lap, or does he going back into the pits? If he ends this lap, he doesn't have a lot of much time left for another run. He is finishing his lap.
What's the doing?
On the hards. I think he wants to qualify on the hards. P7.
Yeah, he's gone out for a 4th lap.
133.3 on the hards. That's a good lap. That's a very good lap for Felix.
Mate, center it is, but he's done 4 laps on those hards.
That is very much.
Mate, that's taken 4 laps out of his, unless he's done 3 super slow laps. You know.
That's a possibility, but I don't think he did, because his first time wasn't that slow.
So I think that's the wrong thing to do. I don't know what's going on with Felix right now. But 4 laps out of those hards, that's reduced his tyre life down to maximum 20 laps now. You could maybe scrape 24 out of these at race pace, but now he's done 4 laps down. Is he going to do 20 laps max and then maybe mediums to finish?
Yeah, I think he certainly has to go on the mediums right now. Because he won't be able to put 4 extra laps in the race to go on the softs at the end. Or he still can possibly change it, but he's gonna hurry then. If he still wants to do another run, he's gotta be very fast on the pits. I don't think that's possible anymore. I think this will be his time.
Would you think Felix has taken those tyres to a scrub phase to help him warm them up at the start of the race?
That is a possibility.
Because we all know the hards do very well once you get them scrubbed and warmed up. Do you think that's part of his plan?
It could be a part of his plan, but it's, I don't know. You don't see it too often.
It's a strange one, isn't it?
Strategy.
Yeah, it's a strange one. It's a strange one. But we do know the hards react differently to all the other compounds and come good later on. So I've been intrigued to see what Felix can do in the race. I really will be watching Felix in the race now.
Badger
I'm actually going to note that down in my notes.
2 seconds up on his time. He's in sector 3 at the moment. He's the first one to put the last lap in. I think if we take a look on the pit lane now on the mini-map, we see a lot of people going for their last run. And look, everyone except Felix is going on the mediums. Wow, Hunter has left the session. Oh no. Oh no.
GG Sanova going wide there.
Badger.
I'm just on board with
Dr.
Special Energy. Is he?
What can he set? He's going into P13 with a 133.8 on the medium tires. Is there anyone on a time lap already? A lot of people on their
I think
out laps. I think
Special Energy.
Jimbo is
He's
on the
outlap,
medium, 7/10 up in sector 3. Can he take provisional pole on the mediums? That should be an amazing thing to do. But it's gonna be very hard for him.
Oh, I don't think he can. That'd be impressive, but I'm not sure he's quite close enough to that, mate.
Impressive. Hunter is back, that's
that
very
means
good for him.
Let's see what he does.
Jimbo, what can he do? Can he put provisional pole? No!
Oh!
Only 1/10 slower than Gamey on the softs. But that is
a lap by Jimbo!
Also, DJ Clarkson gonna do another lap. We have, at the moment, who is on a time lap? We have Ekelund in the last sector. He is 2/10 up.
Yep, he's coming in now.
Can he improve some
positions? He's going to be much slower than Jimbo.
He even can go to P5 if he's fast enough. Can he do it? Ekelund going into P5.
Oh, not bad at all.
122.8, very well done to him. Lee just started this lap. A lot of people just started it. We have Badger. No, he just finished it, of course. We have...
Special Energy's down on his lap, mate. He's down slightly. Yeah, Badger's gone. Average is an out lap. So I think iReg will be the last, maybe, to set a lap. GA's in sector 1 up on his time.
Gamey is the first one. The provisional pole at the moment. He is the first one to finish his last lap, I think. Because Jimbo in front of him already set his time.
Yeah, disregard Seda, because he's down on his time and he's way out.
He wants to take a tow of him, Jimbo doesn't give him. Can Gamey things still improve his lap? Can he go into the 131s? Badger retired from the session. He doesn't gonna do another lap. Staying in P14. Can Gamey take pole position today? Can he improve his lap? Or is it gonna be 132.0? What will it be for Gamey things? Will it be 131? Yes, it will! 131.7!
Wow!
Gamey takes the pole position.
JD
Savo just behind him. Can JD Savo still take it to 132.3? No, he can't. We have Lee finishing in P4 on the mediums. 3 times slower than Jimbo on the mediums, but that's a very good lap for Lee. We have Felix improving 3/10 on the mediums. He still can go to position around 5, I think.
Seda's down. It's not going to be a good time. It's going to be 134 maybe. Oh, 132! Goes up to P4. I was wrong.
Seda, yes. Sorry. Eric going into P6. Frederick going into P4 now. Wow, it's a lot of people finishing
P2.
Now. Karuku P2. Felix goes into P8. Very good lap of Karuku. And that is only DCG needs to finish, but he is down on his times.
I think that's it, mate. I think that's it.
That was a very chaotic end of it, because everyone set his lap on the same time. DCG isn't improving at P15. Not good for him.
Wow.
But that is qualifying. And we saw some amazing laps, I think.
Mate, that was hard to track. I'll have to admit, that was very hard to track. It was very hard to track. But I'd have to shout out to Jimbo there on the mediums.
That's a crazy time on Jimbo. We have Gamey Things on pole position with a 131.7. Kariko in P2. Jimbo on the mediums in P3. JD Savo in P4. Frederick in P5, Cedar in P6, Lee in P7, Felix in P8, Erich in P9, Surrey in P10, Ekelund in P11, DJ Clarkson in P12, GA in P13, the run-up in P14, DCG in P15, Dr. Special Energy in P16, Hunter in P17, Badger in P18, Horpunch and Baboon J didn't set a time.
Yeah, we saw Baboon J go out the first lap, third corner, fourth corner, I believe it was.
Out lap.
Just getting a little bit happy on that rear axle, get a bit of a spin going, and not being able to correct it. So unfortunate for Baboon J.
That was very unlucky for Baboon J, but China is a race where everything can happen, whatever the position you're starting on. I think it's one of the easiest tracks to finish first as starting at last.
Yes, it is. That and Singapore. That
Yeah,
and Singapore.
because it's very easy to overtake with DRS. The long straight, it gives you so many opportunities to take over the car in front of you. Even if you're not really faster, but with DRS, with ERS open, with Rich, you can do so much on these tracks. And the eventful of it. There
It
will
is, mate.
happen so many incidents.
The main talking points for me is Sector 1, turns 1, 2, 3, and 4, obviously what we call the Chinese corkscrew. But then you've got a smaller version of that in Sector 2 of turns 11, 12, and 13. And it's going to be super impressive to see what the guys do in those sections, because there's so many lines to take through there. I mean, specifically turns 11 and 12, where you can cut turn 11 and do a nice wide line through turn 12 to hook it up for the big long straight. Or you can take it conservative and try and get a more aggressive turn through 12, but you take more out of your tyres. So it's going to be super impressive to see what people do here.
We have about the strategies 3 people on the soft. That's Gamey, Kirikou, and JD Savo. We have Jimbo, Frederick, Cedar, Lee, Felix, Erich, Surreyet, DJ Clarkson, GA, the run-up, DCG, and Hunter on the mediums. And we have 5 people on the hards. What do you think is the best strategy now?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because all the way from P11 down to P20, these guys are on fresh tyres.
They are.
So Oikland on fresh hards, I think he's strong there. But then you've also got DJ Clarkson, Jay in the run-up, and DCG, who's a good starter, all of them fresh mediums, who could jump Eichland, and then maybe even up all the way towards Fefesta. On that start, P8, P16, all the way to P8, you could see a massive change there. You know, so don't count out the back runners, because they're on fresh tyres. They've done no quali lap, done nothing. It's fresh tyres. They've done a formation lap, and that's it. So the guys towards the rear, I guarantee they'll be tiptoeing around this now, just eating away at the course, just warming the tyres up nicely. Watch the start, because I guarantee you're gonna see some major changes in the first lap.
This is an amazing view of all the drivers just warming up their tyres. An amazing perspective.
Love that.
And I think maybe the strongest team of today will be Renault. P6 and P7, they can help each other. They can really take advantage of their starting position. Just as the Ferraris, of course, of Kirikou and Frederick, P2 and P5. Who are you gonna watch at the start? Do you have someone in mind that you want to see?
No,
what
I mean
happens
I'm gonna watch the mid pack to give you a heads up of what's happening, mate. So
maybe it's a good thing to watch Felix. It's always something happens with him.
Oh, I know. So if you do the front, buddy, I'll watch the mid pack, and I'll give you a heads up if we see anything happening, buddy.
Baboon J getting in a stationary, and we're waiting for the green flag now. Hoping to get everything fine into turn 1. Just gonna change from tire to position change. We have the red lights going on. We have 5 red lights and it's lights out. It's a very fast one. I think it's a good start from Gamey. Seems like a very good start of both Ferraris too. Going into turn 1.
Sergi down the inside, mate.
What is happening into turn 1? It seems like all going quite good. GA has a 5-second penalty over the collision with Surreyet.
Oh,
and we have a safety car.
Sergi's down.
Virtual safety car.
Sergi's down, mate. Sergi is down. I was about to say to you that Sergi was coming up the inside. I think Sergi might just have... He's got no wing at all, mate. His wing is totally out. I was about to say on the stream that Sergi was coming up the inside, and I think he did maybe what happened last night and went 2 up the inside on turn 1 and 2.
We have green flag conditions once again, so we're racing. Who had a very good start? I think Baboon J already in P16. So
DCG! DCG's got no wing. DCG's got no wing. Sorry, he's got a front right end plate gone, so he's struggling.
We're also seeing a Ferrari struggling. I think, yeah, also a Ferrari, his right front end plate has gone. It's a Ferrari of Kirikou.
We've got the Force India of Elkland also missing a right front end plate. We've got major damage across the board here, so Senna, what have you got going up front, mate?
Now up front there's not much happening, but I see Frederick going into the grass at the back. Don't know what happened with him. Not much change in the front, only Jimbo taking P2 of Kirikou. Sero is going into P4 ahead of Jide Savo. Jide Savo still wants that position back.
So we got Kirikou going in the pits, mate. We've got Kirikou in the pits.
And look to Babuja, he is just taking all those places. Already 7 places up.
Elfland in the pits. We got DCG in the pits. We got Hunter in the pits. GA in the pits. We got Sergi in the pits and Badger in the pits.
Eklund getting a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. That's not something you want, I know that. An eventual stop
is a long stop.
As bad as we had thought.
So Gamey Thing's taken out of nearly a second lead over Jimbo Mansi.
Yeah, Jimbo Mansi is closing that gap. It was 1.2 last
lap.
But
Jimbo Mansi's on. Yeah, he's on the medium tire though. Surely Gamey Things is going to succumb to this, mate. I think Jimbo Mansi's got this in the back, mate. I really do. I know it's early.
Possible for him.
I know it's early.
We have
Third on the medium
with
tires.
An unbelievable start. He's in P3, starting in P6. Look to the Renault team. Lee in P5, Cedar in P3. Amazing start for them. Ferrari totally fall away, P11 and P14. Not something good. We have Jimbo very close to Gamey Tanks. Is he gonna try it? No, just too far. Those softs are already done.
DJ Clarkson on for Festa. Nope, he's not there.
Frederick also very close to Dr. Special Energy. Into the last corner they're going. Jimbo with the fastest lap, Serdar with the fastest lap. Serdar is faster than Jimbo at the moment, that's interesting. Both on the medium tires. Can Serdar be the surprise of today?
What? Bear with me, Senna.
Yeah, I have the same, I see it. I already fixed it. We have a virtual safety car again. We have...
Oh, wow.
Oh no, Hunter is out! I totally missed that because something in the chat was...
I did as well. I know, Senna, you crack on, mate. Let me sort the chat out.
Hunter is out of this race. Oh no. Could it have gone any worse for Hunter? Ben, unbelievable. How much unluck he has today. Gamey has totally lost control of those soft tires already. And now it's only Serdar getting closer to Jimbo because Jimbo has been closed down by Gamey. Gamey is holding up Jimbo at the moment, so this is a very good job of Serdar. He has a possibility to become very close to Jimbo. Jimbo going quite wide there. Not a line we saw much in the GP4 of yesterday. Jimbo is trying it on Gamey Tanks. With DRS, this has got to be an easy move for Jimbo. We have Gamey trying to defend it, but he couldn't do it. Jimbo has gone into the lead.
Senna, you got to jump to P7, mate. We're watching Felix, Ireg, JD Savo, and Lee all battle it out here. We've got amazing battle going on the back here. I know you're looking at the front, buddy, but you got to watch this. Coming up to turn 1, 2, and 3 now. Going to Ireg. Look in the back of JD Savo.
Serdar has gone in front of Gamey Things. Lee also wants to do that. Lee has an unbelievable race to do now. Renault and P2
This is
and
a
P4.
brilliant pack.
It is brilliant. If you could just move your microphone a little bit much further from your mouth, mate, because it's a little bit cracky at the moment. No problem.
Thanks, buddy.
Just a little bit cracky. Better that I say it now, then you have to hear it afterwards. Lee is going into P3! Pass Gamey Things. Gamey Things needs to pit. His softs are totally gone. JD Salvo wants to pass him too. I don't know what Gamey did with those softs, but it seems like they're totally falling away from him. Felix also very close to Erich. We have a very close fight in the midfield. Oh no! DJ Clarkson, what did you do? That was wrong at so many things.
Wow.
He totally ruined
happened
his
there?
own race with that. Trying to get past Felix, I think, but totally missing his braking point and going into the side of Erich. That was a wrong move to do. We have Gamey getting passed by JD Savo now. Gamey is having a bad start. He is.
Yeah, but those softs, mate. Those softs are going to be going off anytime soon, mate.
Those softs are really a pain for him. Jimbo with the
fastest
lap.
of, yeah, 136.484, buddy.
He's pulling away from Serdar. Baboonja in P11. He has got an amazing start, just as the run-up. DJ Clarkson in the pits. We have a fight once again with 5 cars for a P4. Unbelievable fight in the midfield we have. And we're seeing a gap.
Tyres info. Senna, can you put the tyre info up for Philip, buddy? Dear buddy.
Like we see, JD Savo and Gamey both on 4-lap old softs. I think that's got 5 laps because the qualifying isn't there. I don't know why. They're holding up the guys on the mediums right now, I think.
But that's their will. That's up to them, mate. They dictate the pace. If they want to get past them, they got to get past them. As we just see.
We have yellow in sector 1 and sector 2, and that's JD Savo. No, it's Suryatt.
Oh, look at the squeeze! The squeeze by Gamey Tings.
We have a virtual safety car once again, but who is that? McLaren? Was that was that DCG then? I don't know. I saw McLaren going.
Gamey Tings forced him past Erich. That's what I saw. It was hard to track, but as far as I saw it, it was Gamey Tings getting past Erich.
That is possible. We have
Gamey Tings in the pit. Gamey Tings. Yeah.
I think that's the right thing to do now. From a soft to the heart with that virtual safety car. It will save you time. Safety car is still on. And now we're back green again. DRS has been enabled once again. Serdar made that advantage of it. 1.4 seconds now. Behind Jimbo. It looks like he had an advantage from a safety car.
See, now you've got the likes of Gamey Tings out on fresh hard tyres. He's only got 22 laps to go on those hard tyres.
That's very possible.
More than achievable. More than achievable. Looking down the order, if we just put on, for my benefit, leader. Wow. So the likes of Jimbo, Serda, Lee, JD Savile, all these guys back, they've got a pit. All the way back to Gamey Tings. Gamey Tings may come out 7 seconds behind the leader. Or behind the leaders. So Gamey Tings might be on for a really good finish here, mate.
I don't know why JD Savo didn't pit it.
I don't either, mate. I don't. He should have pitted for hard.
Because Erich is gonna go past him now. I think JD Savo made the wrong move for that because Gamey is now very good. He is on hard, but also Felix is trying a 3 wide there. That's not a good thing.
Felix down the inside, mate.
Felix has made it.
What a move.
There's also a Mercedes from the run-up. Great fight in the midfield once again. All survive it, please. They do. Very good racing of them all. Felix going into P4. He is having a very good race.
He's getting a brilliant race, mate. He really is. See, we've got to see the front runners all the way from Jimbo Mansi all the way back to Friedrika, all pit. They've got to pit
pitted one lap too late.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think you're right. But these medium. No.
After the corner, he lost it.
He's out there.
And we have
we saw it. He was
virtual
out.
Safety car.
He was, mate. He was totaled. He was totaled.
I saw that too. That wasn't very good.
Wow. There you go. If you go on board with Elkland, you'll see he's totally totaled there. Let's just have a look.
It's already gone.
The car's gone now. The car's gone, but yeah.
We saw it already.
So the safety car should be in soon. The good thing about the virtual safety car is it neutralizes the advantage. You've got to drive to a set delta time, so
Yeah,
no one can really
I'm not sure
gain.
what's happening, but under the safety cars, under virtual safety cars, Sarah is getting closer to Jimbo.
That could be Jimbo not being fast enough, though.
I think so, because Sarah was
Jimbo
around 2 seconds, and now it's only 1.4 again.
Yeah, now you know how difficult it is under virtual safety cars. Driving to that delta is difficult.
You don't want a penalty. Felix and
Yeah,
Eric
so
fighting now. Eric is taking P4 again. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's alright, mate. It's alright.
The run-up now also getting past Felix. What happened to him? That he lost his concentration a little bit with a safety car. Fighting into turn 1. Felix doesn't want to give up that position. Still down the inside. That was a close one. Very good racing now. The Ferrari of Frederick tries to overtake the run-up. Seems like he's not fast enough to do that. And all positions remain the same. What a fight are we having here for P4 with all those guys.
Mate, it's so good.
And we already have a gap of 7 seconds now from Eric to Lee. Lee is on for maybe a podium. But don't forget Gamey.
Yeah, but I was about to say, Senna.
Ooh, it's not much.
I was about to say, mate. Don't forget about JD Savo, because he's now within 7/10 of gaming things on fresher hard tyres, mate.
Because he made time. The virtual safety car.
Yeah, but JD Savo's put the pedal to the metal, mate, and he's brought up some serious time.
That's unbelievable, the pace JD Savo has.
It is. Yeah, I was about to say that, but he was really busy dictating the front runners. That's very okay, mate. But I was about to say JD Savo's made some serious time.
And we already have a fight once again between Felix and Eric. Felix taking the lead, taking the P4 again. Jimbo with the fastest lap. Eric now trying to take that P4 back. And we also have Dr. Special Energy joining the fight. I think it's the moment the hard tires are getting in touch with the mediums. The mediums aren't as good anymore.
He's chasing down for Fester. I think he's going to get the better drive here, mate.
Fester is closing in now on Lee. He is trying to pull away from Eric, but Eric doesn't want to lose him.
Eric has got some serious pace, mate. He's got some great traction coming out of the corners.
Totally different.
Down to 5/10 now, mate.
Eric just
putting coming down and down.
Show up. Fight between him and Felix for about a few laps already. We also have a fight more in the background between Badger and DJ Clarkson. Also one between JD Savo and Gamey.
Oh mate, the run up on the back of Frederica's is so close. He's going to get down the straight, mate. Mate, the run up's going to get this down into turn 13. It's going to happen. Oh no, he's done it! He's gone wide, he's gone wide!
He has gone very wide, I don't think he will remain that pace now.
He's got DRS though, mate.
And Eric is losing time on Felix, that's interesting with DRS. Dr. Special Energy trying it from the run-up. That was a very long move. Didn't touch, very well done. Jimbo is in the pits.
Finally.
Leader has gone into the pits, Frederick going very wide there. Eric now has some very big problems. What is happening with Eric? He's back again in P7. He was fighting with Felix all the time, now he's in P6.
He's back up again, mate. Back up, I think. Looking down the order. Oh,
mediums are falling. Jimbo coming out just in front of Hole Punch. Gamey is 8 seconds behind Jimbo.
Wow.
Wow.
I think Jimbo's got this. Jimbo's got this, mate.
What are you doing? What an amazing pace do you have? Jesus.
All he's got to do is catch up 8 seconds to Dr. Special Energy and he's won this race. That's it, done. Signed, sealed and delivered by Jimbo, I believe.
Because all from P1 to P6 will pit in the first coming laps, I think. Those mediums are very much done. The run-up, very close again to Frederick. Wasn't able to make his move last lap. Will he be able to do it now?
Then don't forget JD Savo. Just keep an eye on him. He's only
Still
8.5 seconds behind Jimbo.
He is. The run up on the
I think-
straight. Can he make the move for P4? No, very good defending
Is
of
he going to be cut
Frederick.
back? It's the switch back. He's got the switch back.
Is he gonna do it? I think he has done it.
I don't know.
Frederick still on the inside.
Let's wait.
Still on the
he's
lead
got
is
it!
Frederick, but now he's got it with a
Oh!
better exit. Well, Setter's in the pits. That's an interesting one. Where will he come out? In fact, of Gamey, I think then. Gamey and JD Savo are fighting right now. The moment has come. They're in a fight.
David coming out of the pits. He's slotted
He's in
in
front.
just behind Jimbo Manzi.
Setter only 2 seconds behind Jimbo. I think
Yeah,
that was
that's
more
amazing.
before the pit.
It was, mate. I was just about to comment on that, and it's amazing what Sader's done, but we all know what the hards are like. It takes a few laps to get these hards warmed up. Jimbo's been on a good lap and a half now, so I don't think he'll be able to catch Jimbo. I really don't.
He is only 1.8 behind now. It should be an amazing battle, I think, between both of them, if they can come close to each other.
I do agree, but I think it'll drop down, mate. I really do. That time will fall, because Jimbo Manzi's tyres are going to come alive soon with the warmth, or... I don't know, I might be wrong, but I do think that this gap will increase.
1.6. We also have still the fight between JD Savo and Gamey. It's more putting pressure on Gamey that JD Savo is doing than really trying to get that position at the moment. Maybe he just doesn't want to ruin his heart already. Can he come close enough to try and make a fight? For P10 at the moment. But a lot of guys still need to pit, so that doesn't make any sense to talk about. Position right now, the run-up and Frederick both in the pits. Lee is leading the race right now. I think that should do him very much pleasure.
Yeah, Hooky just saying that Lee should pit on lap 12 for
think he
Lee.
has the right with
Yeah, I
that.
kind of agree. I think I would agree, but would you want to extend those mediums and then try and go on softs? What do you think,
I don't
Senna?
think that's not possible. You need to do
You not think?
around 8, 9, maybe 10 laps more on these mediums. I think that it's not worth it. We have Setter with the fastest sector 1. He is closing in on Jimbo, mate.
Wow, I wasn't
We're
expecting
staying
that.
quite equal. 1.3 now.
I was wrong then.
It's
I stand
very
corrected,
possible
mate.
that we have a fight coming in the next few laps between them.
Unless Jimbo's just saving his battery, mate. Let's
That's
just have
also a
quick
possibility.
check of
We don't know that.
that. Let me check. Oh.
I think that's
Jimbo's battery is 35%, and
no.
Cedar's is 46.
Both
Cedar's
not saving
catching.
them.
He's
Both
catching,
giving
mate.
everything. JD Savo now, back again. Now only 5/10. This should be the moment to make the move of Gamey. He has gone way too long behind him, I think. He is gonna make the move now. The McLaren on the Williams.
Oh, wow.
Next to each other. Williams still on the inside. They touched a little bit. JD Savo. Oh, he has gone in front of him. But now Gamey will have the better exit. Will Gamey still hold on for P8? Will he lose it? Erich in the pits now. He is back to P9 at the moment. I think he will come out just in front of the run-up. Still a fight between JD Savo and Gamey things. JD Savo trying to give it everything. It seems like he is losing it. And Gamey is back again in front of him.
Senna, that was some brilliant driving from Gamey Tings and JD Savo. Wheel-to-wheel action. Kept it clean all the way through that section. Absolute brilliant from the guys there.
We have it. Setter is in DRS range of Jimbo. It's just not, I think. I don't think he will DRS. He will get DRS this lap already. JD Savo still
he might,
very close. Is Serdar close enough to take DRS? No, he isn't.
No, not quite.
So we're gonna watch JD Savo then on Game Me. They are fighting, I think, for maybe 5-6 laps already. JD Savo lost a fair amount of time now. Felix is in the pits. Will he be able to come out in front of the run-up? Lee is doing already 13 laps on those mediums. He is the longest on the mediums right now.
14 laps left. Halfway distance of this race. What is Lee gonna do? He's sure he's got to pit soon.
Will Felix be able to come out in front of... Oh, we have yellow! I don't know why we had a yellow there, but Felix just came out, wow, behind JD Savo and Gamey. I think Felix had an amazing pace on those mediums and is now behind JD Savo and Gamey. They are fighting. This could give us another fight between the three of them.
It could, and thank you for that. I think it's brilliant.
Felix has done some amazing pace. Serdar now 7 tenths away of Jimbo. This is the moment for him. And I think Jimbo is thinking himself, not again. Lee in the lead, 12 seconds in front of Dr. Special Energy, that's a lot. That really is a big gap.
Well, we got to remember
1 second behind Jimbo. Is he getting DRS now? No, he isn't.
What we've got to remember, Senna, is Felix started on the fresh mediums. He started on the fresh mediums because he qualified on the hards, so he started out of the top 10 on the fresh mediums.
He's gonna make a
and
move.
now he's on the fresh hards.
He's gonna make the move.
He is
trying down the inside. Can you do it on the McLaren?
And
Yeah, that's the thing to do. He didn't leave Genesaro any space to make a move. We have Lee in the pits going on fresh hards. Where will he come out? Is it possible? Lee in P5!
No!
He is right in front of this battle! Unbelievable, what a pace Lee did then! This is crazy! Lee back out in P5! Dr. Special Energy and Horpin still need to pit. Lee is on for a podium today!
Senna, you're on your own for 2 minutes, bear with me.
This is getting an amazing fight. We still have the fight between Jedesavo, Felix and Game Meetings. Also Lee is very close to overtaking Horpunch, who did already 14 laps on those hards. I think Adam will lose it here to Lee this lap. Lee on fresh hards against Adam on 14 lap old hards. What will it be? Will Lee? Yeah, this has to be a very easy move for Lee. He's gonna have a lot of overspeed. Oh, I see not going on the grass. That was very close of losing it. We have Dr. Special Energy and Jimbo fighting. Lee is going into P4 against Horpunch. Jimbo now back in the lead. Also Cedar is getting in front of Dr. Special Energy. Oh, Sarah is going in very wide there. And Cedar is now 5 times away of Jimbo. We have a fight between Gamey and Felix. Felix lost it there. Gamey back into P6. A lot of things happening right now. Cedar is very close to Jimbo Manzi. Fight for the lead. Felix only... Oh, Felix is fighting a Gamey again. And it looks like Felix has got it again. A lot of fights going on at the moment.
There is. There so is, mate. And it's been so exciting. Can't believe this race. It's been amazing.
Cedar behind Jimbo. Will it be just the same as last week? Jimbo leading almost the whole race and losing it to the Renault. Oh,
mate, I hope not, mate.
Jimbo
needs this. Jimbo needs this win, mate. He really does.
He does, and he deserves it too.
He does, yeah.
But if you're not the first one over the line, you're not winning it. That's the hard thing of racing. You could lead it so hard, you could do your best so hard, but it's the fact, the one that crosses the line first will get the win. 6 tenths is the gap between Jimbo and Cedar. Jimbo
think he's
not
dropping down now,
giving
mate.
any slipstream.
Yeah, I think Jimbo's getting the better edge now. His tyres are much better. That one lap's made a massive difference. Yeah, we got 12 laps left of this race. Dr. Special Energy gets really wide, comes pit entry there, loses a lot of time.
Pits, and that means Lee will get into the P3 right now with the fastest lap on the hards. Lee is giving it everything. Could this be the moment for Lee to get an amazing result here as a reserve? It's gonna be the fact how much Felix stays behind. We have yellow and Ferrari spun. I think that's Kirikou. It is Kirikou. Spun just in front of Jimbo and Serdar fighting now. This is so close, only 1/10 between them.
Oh my god. Serdar and Jimbo, what a battle. What a battle.
He gone very wide there, Serdar. I hope Kirikou just gone out of the way there. He's gotta go out of the way.
Kirikou needs to get out of the way now. Kirikou needs to get out of the way.
He does. We have a fight for the lead at the moment. And he is going off the track, not interrupting this fight.
Jimbo going really wide there, coming out of turn 13.
So it's closing in right now. This could be the moment with DRS.
I don't think it's close enough, mate. I don't think it's close enough.
He is closing in the last few.
Oh!
That was very close of hitting each other. We have yellow in sector 3.
Bit of a lock up there from Serdar there as well, mate.
Felix going in front of Harpunch for P4. This will be the fact, the gap between Lee and Felix for that podium. Felix has totally gone away from Gamey and JD Savo. Kirikou retired in the pit lane.
Ah, unlucky. They're just so close to the back of Jimbo Mansi right now.
We still have 10 laps remaining. If this fight goes to the end, I don't have any voice tomorrow.
Me neither, mate. Me neither. But I'm not actually sure Jimbo can keep Serdar behind.
It's gonna be very difficult because the long straight is so difficult to defend. We also have the run up very close to JD Savo.
Jimbo's
Felix 5-1-1 behind Lee. That's also a battle we have to look out for the podium. We have very less penalties today. Not much penalties given. That's very nice to see. Ekelund going fastest on a medium. And this is gonna be the moment for Serdar, 3/10 away of Jimbo Manzi. I think this is the moment. Jimbo will lose the lead to Serdar. Before the DRS, he is sideways. Looked like they're both. Yeah, he lost it. Jimbo lost it here. Jimbo is gonna P2. Serdar is leading this race now. Can Jimbo Manzi stay behind him?
None of the leaders have penalties.
That's very good. That is gonna be decided on track. Can Jimbo Manzi stay close enough till the next DRS opportunity to overtake? He has got the pressure on it now. Harpunch is getting in the pits finally. 17 laps on those hards. Lee is remaining the gap between him and Felix, 5.4. It's looking very, very good for Lee. And that makes me very, very happy, to be honest. The fight between Jimbo Manzi and Serdar, 5/10.
Can't believe
like Jimbo
this
is
race.
struggling.
It does seem that way, mate.
He is struggling, he is.
Do you think he went a little bit too hard on the hards too soon?
I think he did. I think he pushed it too hard. That's the first laps on those hards.
The hards are very resilient. They are very resilient, but once you push them too hard, it takes a lot to get them back.
Just like Daniel Horsford is saying in the chat.
The DRS is open.
DRS is open, but it's going to be very difficult for him to remain this gap.
All he can hope for is a mistake from Serdar.
Or a safety car.
Or a safety car. Well, I don't think that'll help him, to be honest with you. I don't think a safety car will help him because it's obvious Sada's got the better tyre. It might equalise it, maybe. But yeah, Jimbo's done a lap extra on these tyres. I thought it would help him, but it's obviously not helping him at all.
Also, maybe a strange fact, Lee is closing in on these two guys.
Wow.
4.7 seconds.
8 laps to go, mate. 8 laps to go.
Still everything possible. Even Lee can win this race. But it's now between the fight between Jimbo and Serdar. Just like Laser says, a safety car would definitely help Lee. If a safety car comes now, I think it's a very, very difficult choice for Serdar if he wants to pit or not. Jimbo is losing it. 1.10, 0.9. It's difficult for him to stay in the DRS range. 1.004. 0.9, will he get DRS? That is the main question now. If he doesn't get DRS, I think it will be very difficult for him.
So just looking at the run-up on the back of Gamitings, he's on 8 lap-old hards, chasing down Gamitings on 14 lap-old hards. We could see the run-up take a serious chunk out of Gamitings here.
That's very possible. Jimbo isn't.
And we've also got iReg on the back of JD Savo, so keep an eye on the run-up on Gamitings and iReg on JD Savo.
Once again, a fight for P6. That is gonna fight, I think, for almost the whole race between them.
Yeah.
And Lee only 3.9 anymore.
Wow.
Lee is having amazing pace, and he also has 5-lap newer tires. 3.6, 3.5. Lee is getting amazing pace. This is unbelievable. I don't think we'll get a fight for P6. It's just too far away for all of them. Jimbo losing a little bit of time again to Serdar and losing quite big of time to Lee. We have Horpunch with a 134.5, putting the fastest lap in on the fresh softs. Already 2 lap old, so that's quite early then he gone into the pits.
I'm just on board with iReg, mate. Chasing down JD Savo, who's also chasing down the run-up, and this is going to be a super close battle, mate. I'm not sure what you're watching, mate, but
I'm watching JD Savo too.
Serious movement, mate. Oh yeah, it's a great battle.
It is between the 3 of them.
Shots for the.
3/10 is the gap between Erich and JD Savo. That is not much. Well, Sarah gets a 5-second penalty. Oh no! It's 5-second penalty for Serdar.
No!
The leader gets a 5-second penalty, can you believe it?
No!
This is unbelievable.
And what lap is that? Bear with me.
Exceeding track limits, 5-second penalty. That should be a very big cut-in or something. I don't know what happened with it.
Lap 22.
But that is not good.
That's handed it to Jimbo Manzi unless SFR Lee can take it on Jimbo Manzi.
Is still closing in on Jimbo. This could be the win for Lee in his first race reserving back.
I can't take this.
Daniel, hold my
I
hand.
can't take it. I'm holding it. I'm holding it, mate. I'm holding it. Oh, I'm squeezing it, buddy.
Erich with 6-lap newer tires is really closing in on JD Savo, but he didn't make a move yet.
Guys, I can't take this. This is no. Lee, come on.
This is too unreal to happen. 3.1.
I don't want. I mean, Senna, I don't want Jimbo to lose it, but I also want Lee to win. It's like the two goods coming together and fighting.
2.0.
Who do you want to win?
I don't know, because the whole week it was Lee joining back to put a fight on with Jimbo Manzi, and it seems like it's gonna happen at one of the last laps. If Lee can remain the
3 seconds now. 3 seconds, mate. 6 laps to go. The closing stages of this battle. SFR GP3 series. Oh, I just can't contain myself.
Erich is gonna take a move now on P7 for JD Savo. I don't think he is fast enough to do that. He was looking it very hard, and it's not much because they touch almost.
Lee's out of battery, mate. Lee's almost out of battery. He's down to 22%.
Oh, no. How is Jimbo's
Jimbo's
battery?
back up to 33. 33
Also
for Jimbo
not
and
much.
33 for Serda.
But it seems like Serder totally fell away for this fight for the lead, while Erich almost tried it on JD Savo. But 5 seconds for corner cutting, that's really
Let
hard.
me just quickly check the penalties to make sure we've not missed anything.
Don't know what happened there then.
Yep, just Serda. So the only change is Serda. That's it, mate. That's it.
Leave
Just a
again,
couple too many
3.0,
warnings.
3.1. Seems like he
5
is
laps,
quite
5.5
equal
laps
now,
to go.
the gap.
This
And
is unreal, mate. But we've
Erich.
also got Serge. Mate, Erich, 4/10s back. I was about to say the same, mate. Stop. Get out my brain, Senna.
But he has to do it. He is, I think, almost 5 laps and 4/10s away. But if you don't make a move, you're nothing with it anymore. Because his tires are gonna fall off too.
But look at this train. There's following JD Savo, the run up, and then game meetings.
We have a
and
four-
while you're following that, mate,
A
I'll
4-man
check the
fight for
penalties while you follow that.
P5. But is anyone gonna make a move? Maybe the run up. Is he gonna get that fast enough for Game Me? I don't think he will. No, we don't have a
None of
fight
that-
yet.
Senna, none of that train from Dr. Special Energy all the way up to the game meetings, none of those guys have penalties.
That is crazy.
Oh,
2.7,
Irish
mate.
cut in the corner.
2.7. Dr. Special Energy with a
Special
3-second
Energy.
penalty. 2.6. Lee is getting closer again. Well, Erich just finally tried it on JD Savo, but down the outside it's very difficult to overtake there. It's almost impossible. Great fight here for P5, while I think Gamey is lagging a little bit. 2.5 seconds between Lee and Jimbo, 2.4. This is unreal what is happening this race.
Mate, I can't follow it. It's that exciting. I really can't. Lee's now within 2.5 seconds of Jimbo. 2.5 seconds with 4 and a bit laps to go. Unbelievable
We also
things
have to
this.
remain the
This is-
fact, Serdar, if Lee gets in front of Jimbo, the gap needs to be less than 5 seconds.
It does. It does.
Otherwise,
That is
Serdar
correct.
still has the race wing, but it doesn't seem like the gap is really much changing between Sarah and Jimbo.
1.8, mate. 1.8 is not. I don't think it's enough. And I don't think it's enough for Lee to get in front of Jimbo. And unless Jimbo gets a penalty. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That's the commentator's curse going to bite me in the bottom there.
Erich is gonna take a move now on JD Savo. I don't gonna say what you said. Is he finally gonna make it?
No.
Gamey thing
I
has
don't
a
think it'll
5-second
happen.
penalty for exceeding track limits. That's very sad for him. Just as for the same for Serdar. I don't think it will be
JD
enough for
Savo on
Lee.
iReg, mate.
2.0 now.
I think JD Savo just pulling aside to cool his tyres. I think JD Savo might be struggling with tyre temperatures. He wasn't slipstreaming behind iReg. He pulled aside down the straight, maybe to cool his tyres. I think he might be struggling, JD Savo here.
Just as James is saying, Lee is driver of the day, I think that everyone will say that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with
2.1.
that.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I kind of agree with him. I also want to say Jimbo, because he's kept it clean, and Lee's kept it clean. I reckon
I want to
whoever
see a
finishes
fight.
him. Yeah, but
That's
whoever
what we want. We
finishes.
just want to see a fight for the win.
All I'm saying
Oh.
is Jimbo and Lee, whoever finishes in front of each other gets the driver of the day in my mind.
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
they've both driven brilliant races. And Jimbo, bear in mind, 5 laps harder on those tyres, and he's keeping it in front of Lee with only
Gamey
3 and a
spun!
bit. No!
In the long corner, he spun. That's Gamey his race, his fight done. He was fighting so long with all those guys, but that's totally gone for him. That is horrible for him. We lost we lost a player in the fight there. We now only have Dr. Special Energy, JD Savo, and Erich. 1.9, 2 laps remain. We're gonna take the lead to here.
See, we've got to say this one
can
thing.
Come close enough.
Then you got to say this, mate. The run up 9 positions in P5. Dr. Special Energy up 8 positions in P8. Absolute brilliant. Hall Punch up 8 positions in P11. Oh, Hall Punch up into P10. He's just taken that last point scoring position from the likes of Gaming Things. Gaming Things in the pits. The Hall Punch has got up 9 positions to take that last point scoring position as long as he is penalty free. Take it away, Senna.
We have lead 2.1. He's losing it a little bit now. Is this the moment that he's gonna fall off? And is he gonna stay into the 5 seconds of Serdar then? What is gonna happen? We're gonna get again 2 Renaults on the podium here, just as last week. And that is very good for myself, to be honest.
Oh mate, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I literally can't get over this race.
We saw
SFR Lee is just now 2.1 seconds behind Jimbo Mansi. He's pretty much keeping the same now, mate.
Yep.
I don't know.
Another 3 second penalty for Serdar, no!
No! That's Serdar down to P4
Even
at
Felix
least.
can get a penalty then. Can a podium then. If he gets close enough. But that's too
it's
far.
5 seconds.
8 seconds then.
5 seconds plus the 3 is 8 seconds. I don't think he can.
No.
I think he's still got P3 for now.
He's still
about
got P3.
1.9 seconds. 2 seconds now. 2 seconds on the podium. For Festa, Felix needs to bring out 2 seconds in his last few laps. He needs to bring in 2 seconds and he's got a podium. Oof.
Just the same as Lee, he has to put 2 seconds to win it.
Oh, I can't take this. Oh, I can't. I'm not even looking. I'm not even watching.
1.9.
Oh.
We have yellow in sector 2. That is the run
No!
of Serdar!
No! But Festa's got a podium then. Surely.
What happened with an amazing performance of Serdar?
Oh,
this is unreal.
But Festa's still too far back.
1 second. He needs to find 1 second in that last lap.
With 1.2 laps to go, 1.3 laps to go, what is going to happen in the closing stage of this battle? But Festa could get a podium here if Serdar doesn't get 8 seconds in front.
This
He's
is
chopping
crazy.
and changing. It goes from 8 seconds to 9 seconds to 8 seconds. I'm back. Oh, I can't contain myself.
What happened with an amazing race of Serdar leading this race and getting 5 penalties, getting 8 penalties and then spinning. This has got a very, very bad race for him.
6 temps, Senna. 6 temps is all it changes between Serdar and Festa to get in the podium.
1.4 between Lee and Jimbo. Lee is pushing it, he wants it. 1.3. Is it gonna happen? Is it still gonna happen in the last lap?
Jimbo! It's the last lap, Jimbo. Come on, Lee, you gotta get Jimbo, but Jimbo, come on. I don't know who to fight for.
This is also very close to the run-up in P5. But this is 1.2. Lee has to put it in 1 second before the DRS trains. It will be so difficult. 8.3. Festa needs to find 2 tenths at the moment to get the podium. This should be an amazing podium. Jimbo, Lee and Felix. But Serdar deserves it also so hard because he did an amazing job. 1.2 between Lee and Manzi. Unreal. What is happening today? 1.4, it's not gonna happen.
I'm going to get some honey and lemonade after this because my throat is going to be gone.
Yeah, me too. Unless Jimbo makes a mistake, he has to win it.
Don't say it! Don't say it, Senna. Don't say it.
Felix has got the security for P3 at the moment.
Oh! Yeah, he has. He's within 10. He's less than a tenth though, less than half a tenth for Festa. I'll let you take away for the finish line. I'll track Festa.
Going through the last corner, he will win this race after 2 times finishing in P2. He is winning it right now. No, Adam is out. Lee is
7.9.
P2.
7.8.
P3, but he will got.
He's got it. Felix has got it.
Felix has got the podium.
Felix.
Erich on the ramp is very close to. Durella pulls it in P5 and P6 for Erich. But Hor punches
JD
out.
Savo with the penalty. JD Savo dropped down to P9, I believe.
Frederick finishing in P9. He stays in P9.
No, he got it. It did help. It did help. GD Clarkson should keep that.
Unbelievable.
Eklund. What a finish. What a finish.
I can't believe what we saw today.
Wow. So, before we change that, I'm going to get a photograph of finishers.
GA finishing in P13 here.
I must admit, Lee and Felix both up 5 positions respectively.
They all deserve.
Take
I
P2
think
and P3.
the top 3 deserves the driver of the day, all of them.
Yeah, a menage a trois for the driver of the day.
But finally, Jimbo took his first win. He deserves it a lot. Lee and P2, what a comeback as a reserve today. And Felix finally getting a podium after 2 DNFs. A great podium if you ask me.
Senna, do you want to? You've got the party, so do you invite the podiums while I run down the final standings?
That's very good for me.
Mate. That's cool, buddy. Not a problem at all. I'll get on with that. So there you go, guys. That is your champagne for Jimbo Mansi, SFR Lee, and Felix. So congratulations to all the guys there. Absolute brilliant finish. It was we couldn't keep track of the final there, but there you go. So. We've got Professor who's here, beloved. Finish.
There we have
so yeah, just as we...
first driver and our third driver of today, Jimbo and Felix. Congratulations, guys, to start with.
Thank you.
Oh. To start it with you, Felix, did you thought a podium was a possibility for today?
No, not really. I was kind of expecting to be around, top 5, but and I had kind of settled for P4, and then Jimbo screamed on the party saying, "He spun!"
Felix, P8
Sorry?
to P3, mate. You must be happy. P8 to P3. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm really, really happy. It feels really, really good.
Yeah, it was a really good outing by you, mate. There's a couple of guys on this stream that were saying driver of the day for yourself, so you got a couple of votes there. If you want to do it official, I'll go through the comments and we'll count up who's voted. If you guys are interested, and we'll let you know tomorrow. But I think it's a close call between you and Lee, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was a good, really brilliant. Well, brilliant drive from Lee there. He was super quick.
He had an amazing pace today, and it was really. I expected him for it to be good, but not. He almost won it, but Jimbo, you finally did it, mate. Finally, you took your first win. How does it feel?
Jimbo!
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Now it feels good. For the last sort of 5 laps of that race, I needed someone putting an intravenous drip of red wine into me just to keep me calm, because that was stressful. But
Jimbo, can I just cut in there? It's your first win of the season. I don't want to hear words of pretty good. It was okay. Just tell us how it felt to win your first race of the season, mate. Come on, some passion, buddy.
I can't repeat what I shouted down in the party to Felix. But yeah, if someone had said to me 3 races in, you'd have 2 seconds in a first place. I think I said last week if someone had said you'd have 2 seconds, I would have bit their arm off for that. So you know, I know Maurizio wasn't racing tonight, but the Renault still just do everything to try and upset me every race. Yeah, it's a great feeling, and yeah, really glad I joined the league now, and just loving it, absolutely loving it. Can't wait for next week.
Well, mate, we love you joining the league as well. Not only you being a competitor in GP3, but you're also a beloved GP4 commentator. I think you've well and truly slid into this league sideways and just gone hello, and you've been accepted widely, mate. So we welcome you, and we thank you that you've been here for us, mate.
Just like I slid into my other half's DMs 14, 15 months ago. Love that, mate. Love that, mate. Love that. I just want to give a shout out to Lee as well. I know
right?
He's yeah, absolutely. But just to Lee, well done on the race, because obviously I know he was a massive part of SFR racing wise up until the end of last season, and he's decided to take a break. If he wants to continue taking that break, he's more than welcome. Because I don't need him chasing me down. He is quick for someone that has sort of bit parted with their practice. Not had. I mean, if he'd have put in the same amount of time and laps that I had, I wouldn't have stood a chance tonight. And a great race by Serdar up until the spin. But yeah, well done to Felix as well for getting in third. Yeah. We've done a couple of practice races together, myself and Felix, and seen that our pace was similar.
Jim?
Yeah, good.
Really, really quickly, Jimbo, I've got to ask this. In the Discord chats, we saw that, I think it made the Discord or the Facebook chats, that Lee made a comical comment saying, I may have to slide back in and teach Jimbo a lesson. Did you hear that message in your head when he was chasing you down?
No. All I saw was everyone tearing me to shreds that Lee had come in and beaten me. But yeah, now that you mention it, maybe I'll pop him a message back.
You've been really smug and just
just really to say thanks for the motivation.
Yeah. Oh, touche, salesman.
So it was great, and that's what I like. There's plenty of healthy competition and banter throughout the leagues. It's a good laugh, and it's definitely like Monday nights. Obviously, I do the comms on GP4, and I love that. But Tuesday nights, I can't deal with being at work. I just want to be home on the PlayStation, and I just want 7:30 to come, and then about 7:20, I don't want 7:30 to come because I think, have I put enough practice in? But
only 500 laps.
I think 500 laps, and but it's worth it when I can come away with a result like that. So yeah, well happy.
That's very true. I only want to ask one more thing to Felix. How does it feel to not crash in lap 1?
Oh, thanks, mate. Honestly, I had a couple of close ones in the opening lap, so I'm really happy that it didn't get caught up in anything.
Yeah, once again, a massive congratulations for taking your first podium of the season, Felix, and
thank you,
Jimbo, for taking your first win of the season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I think
Jimbo,
it's gone very good for today. I think it's enough. Oh, it is.
I think
my co-commentator Daniel wants to say anything else.
No, I just want to thank you, mate. Absolute amazing lead comms, mate. I actually struggled to support you. It was happening that fast, so I hope I kept up with pace. But yeah, fantastic comms, mate. I can't thank you enough for streaming and being the lead comms, mate. Absolute fantastic show.
Thank you very much for that, but it's all to you too, mate. You did an amazing job today, and I really enjoyed it to do it with you. Guys,
as always, mate.
This was it for GP3 of this week. We have tomorrow the China race in GP2, and we have Thursday the China race in the Prem. If you want to join us next week, the same time, same place, SFR. Thank you everyone who participated, thank you everyone who watched, thank you everyone who put comments in. Once again, congratulations to Felix, Lee and Jimbo. And to you guys, it is till next week. See you guys. Have a good evening.